Streaming to you live from an undisclosed location deep within the bowels of the Rose City. It's live in Portland with Chris Franklin. This week, welcome. Music by Grant Brett. Cara Chocolate of Chocolate Pursuit. Carlos the Rollerblader. Comedy by Thomas Lundy. Music by Karen Ann. Sharon Ross of Afrovivalist, and music by Some Aliens, with our in-house band, Ski Bop and Sexy Marvin. Now here's your host, just returned from a tropic port aboard a tiny ship for a 3-hour tour, who, as long as you don't tug too hard on his rigging, is ready to sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away with you. It's Chris Franklin!
Woo! That's it. This is Live in Portland, episode 22. I'm so excited for tonight's show. We've got packed full of heat of creative artists, creative entrepreneurs who represent this city so well, and I'm so excited for them to be represented on this stage. So a shout out to everybody in our studio audience. A shout out to everybody watching home, live, on Facebook and on YouTube and on our website. I'm very excited to have Sexy Marvin and Ski Bop here with us. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you, Marvin. What I want to talk about today, it's hot. It's hot. I'm agitated. I get, unnerved in this heat. And I want to talk about when things go wrong. They kind of feel like they pile up on your life. And how to break out of that mode is something that I use as a key to my life, is recognizing the things that you love in life, your moments of gratitude. And I often use my moments of gratitude to build me and help me switch my trajectory to where I want to go, because nothing's better than understanding what you appreciate in life and building that and getting it more into your life. And so with that, I'm excited to introduce to you my first musical guest. He's going to blow you away. Grant Brett, come on out.
So I'm Grant Brett. I kind of give Portland something that they didn't know that they needed. I do a dark style of pop music. I kind of refer to it being like top 40 beats mixed with like Amy Winehouse-inspired lyrics. And I'm going to be singing my 2 newest singles, Crazy and then Body Right. So I hope you enjoy. Voices in my head tell me I'm okay, but the people on the train tell me I'm insane. Walking through the halls, the writings on the walls. I was talking to myself, escaping my own hell. Didn't recognize myself in the mirror, so I try to stay clearer. C-R-A-Z-Y, think I'm crazy. C-R-A-Z-Y, don't you touch up on me. C-R-A-Z-Y, think I'm crazy. C-R-A-Z-Y, don't you touch up on me. Take another pill, I'll do it for a thrill. All the downs and the uppers, trying to get, please listen. I don't need prescription, I'm not crazy, I'm just me. C-R-A-Z-Y, you think I'm crazy. C-R-A-Z-Y, don't you touch up on me. C-R-A-Z-Y, you think I'm crazy. C-R-A-Z-Y, don't you touch up on me. C-R-A-Z-Y. C-R-A, C-R-A. No, I'm not crazy. And you're just like me. I want you with me. So maybe we're both crazy. Yeah, we're both crazy. But I want you with me. We're both crazy, but I want you. Yeah, we're both crazy, but I want you with me. But I want you with me. One more time. C-R-A-Z-Y, you think I'm crazy. C-R-A-Z-Y, don't you touch up on me. C-R-A-Z-Y, you think I'm crazy. C-R-A-Z-Y, don't you touch up on me. This one's called Body Right. Walk into a smoke-filled room, all I see is you. You look away and I still want you. Let's leave this place, let's escape. Let's go all the way till the next day. Stranger in my bed, here we go again. Lick me up and down, you deserve a crown. Bite me like that, I wanted that, I needed that. So let's go now. Explore my body right, we'll go all night. We'll do just what you like, we'll do just what you like. Explore my body right, we'll go all night. We'll do just what you like. Show off for me, I'll show off for you. We play pretend and then I'll give in. You bite my lips, grab on your hips. You take me to the place and I'll do the same. Talk dirty in my ear, it's what I wanna hear. Lick me up and down, then touch me all around. The sun's coming up, but we don't give a. I'll show you what I like, I'll show you what feels nice. Explore my body right, we'll go all night. We'll do just what you like, we'll do just what you like. Explore my body right, we'll go all night. We'll do just what you like, we'll do just what you like. Go all night. My body right. My body right. Go all night. My body right. My body right. Explore my body right. We'll go all night. We'll do just what you like. We'll do just what you like. Explore my body right. We'll go all night. We'll do just what you like. We'll do just what you like.
Woo!
Thank you.
Right, everybody. Grant. Ooh, that gave me all kinds of feelings. Grant, tell me about your musical origins. Like, how did you develop your sound?
Yeah, so I really wanted to give Portland something different. I think when people think of pop music in Portland, it still includes a band. So I wanted to give people something that was like electronic and dark, and also kind of sexy. And I think that it like takes people to just a different place.
I definitely felt it. Body right.
Thank you.
You have a monthly residency.
I do.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so the first Tuesday of every month at Alberta Street Pub, I host a show that showcases not only myself, but other pop artists in Portland area. And then the fourth Tuesday of every month, I also host another show where I MC a comedy show at Alberta Street Pub. So everyone should come check it out because it's super, super fun.
Awesome. You also just released a single.
Yeah, so that was Body Right. And then if you follow me on Instagram, it's just Grant Brett Music. And I have a whole bunch of just covers and just info about where I'm playing and what I'm doing next. And also in August, I'm releasing a music video for Crazy, which you just heard. And then I'm going to be working on another music video for Body Right. So I hope you
Very
give
cool.
it a listen.
Very cool. And for those who missed it here in the studio audience and those at home, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah,
on
so
social media.
Follow me on Instagram at Grant Brett Music. If you just look up Grant Brett on Facebook, along with grantbrett.com, you'll be able to find any of my stuff.
Awesome. Everybody, Grant Brett. Stand together. Marvin, take it away. How's your weekend? I know, it's probably definitely a hot one. You have 2 suns around your planet? Oh, we just have this one and it's lighting me up. Thank you, Marvin. My next guest exemplifies the thing that I really, truly love about Portland. We really get into what I call extreme hobbies, but my next guest is taking it to the next level. Cara, come on out. Yeah!
Well, I wonder what this hobby is.
Yeah, Cara, well, you have many hobbies. I know you as a dancer, like you do theatrical dancing. We met in Run Club.
We did.
And I know you are just kind of this person that once you get your fingers into it, you just dig in. Now we're talking about chocolate.
Yes. Oh, who likes chocolate? I am a chocoholic.
Chocoholic.
If you will.
Let's talk about that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about all of you, but when I was young, I would eat a lot of the fun-sized candy bars, and that was my chocolate. That's what I thought was good chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in Portland about 7 years, and I think it was about 3 years ago that I really fell in love with chocolate and realized there was this craft chocolate scene where people actually make bars in-house or make truffles, make toffee. So bean to bar or bean to confections. And that was just, it sparked this curiosity of what I could do with it.
Yeah.
I had dabbled in making truffles myself, and they definitely tasted really good. They didn't
Right.
look good.
Okay.
So I'm not necessarily a maker of sorts. Maybe that'll happen at some point. But I took that love and I discovered all these places in town. And I was actually planning an epic date for a 1-year anniversary. So
Tell me about it.
I planned this chocolate crawl based on some recommendations from a colleague. And I started with going to Missionary Chocolates. I don't know if any of you have been there, but Missionary Chocolates makes coconut vegan truffles in town. And that was a really good start for me because it was truffles, and that's kind of what I was used to.
Yeah.
And then when I started tasting real pure chocolate from bean to bar,
Right.
they actually source the beans from different countries of origin and then make it in-house. There's several bean to bar chocolate makers here in Portland.
That's incredible.
I don't know.
I immediately think of like coffee, like turning, we source our coffee beans, roast them and produce them here in Portland, and then produce this magic thing that
Yes.
we have is Portland craft coffee. And you're saying much to that, there's a whole chocolate scene
Yes.
that I don't know how I've gone unaware of. And
Yeah.
you are the perfect person to know because you're leading tours now.
Yes, so I started with forming the Portland Chocoholics meetup group, where everyone, they're not required to be an addict, but you're welcome, you're welcome to join. People a lot of people's favorite bar is Hershey's, but my goal is to change their mind.
Yeah.
So I've planned crawls where we've gone from place to place, so that was kind of the start of the tours. And then just going to watch movies or meeting with a chocolate maker. And during that time, I started really building relationships with makers around town. And that got me to think about starting a business.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, what would be the best way to fill the gap in town? Because there's already a lot of people making chocolate.
Right.
So I thought, why not be an educator?
Right.
Because I have an education background. And also, why not do tours and tastings?
Right.
So that's kind of my niche is tours and tastings in Portland.
And leading us to the source. Now,
Yes.
you're talking about being an educator. You also have a class at PCC
I do.
where you talk about chocolate?
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
So I've taught one class so far in the spring.
Yeah.
And we had 6 very hungry chocolate curious consumers, and I really expanded their palate for sure. Actually, when they filled out the feedback form at the end,
Yeah.
the only criticism was that they had too much chocolate, and I don't think that's a criticism.
Not at all.
So I'm teaching it this summer, August 4th and 11th, and it's just a 2-day Saturday class, and we spend the first day really learning about chocolate, tasting chocolate, the origins, where it was born. I don't know if you know where chocolate was born, but Chiapas, Mexico is kind of the birthplace. There's some controversy, but they did find some markings on a vessel in that region, so it was Mesoamerica at the time. But but now 70% of the world's cocoa is grown in Africa, West Africa, and there's a lot of controversy there with the Ivory Coast. That's actually child slave labor, and I could go on and on.
So are there fair trade coffee that we can endorse and really support so that they could support the local farmers? Yes,
there are so many. You look for a fair trade label on the label of the bar. You can also direct trade. A lot of actual makers use direct trade practices, which is even better for the growers, where they actually know the farmer and they get paid the same amount, so it's equal. Fair trade is really a certification, so direct trade cuts out the middleman.
Yeah.
But there's good things about both, and you want to look for that when you're looking for your bars.
Absolutely. Cara, you brought some
I
chocolate,
did.
not
Everybody
only for
in the
me,
audience.
but everybody in the audience. Can we get a round of a hand?
And the crew, hopefully. This is actually Ranger Chocolate.
Yes.
They are a local chocolate maker. They're kind of, I don't want to say my favorite, but they've been very supportive throughout my journey, so far, because this business started in September, Chocolate Pursuit, Melt into the Experience.
Now we have to hold on. Don't eat it yet. We're going to do a tasting.
We're going to do a guided tasting. We don't have wine or whiskey or coffee or tea, but water will do if you have that with you. So Ranger Chocolate, they are owned by 4 lovely individuals, and they make it in-house, and they lead tours on Saturdays, and they're going to be part of my tour that I'm going to lead through Airbnb experiences on Saturdays.
It's amazing.
So,
you have so much going on.
Yeah, it's
I
a lot
love
of
it.
fun.
So let's dig in.
Before it melts, because it's so hot.
Yes.
We're going to melt it on our tongue. So you can just notice and admire the packaging. They make these 1/4 of an ounce little chocolates, and the only ingredients, if you look at the back, are organic cacao and sugar. So you don't even have the cocoa butter added back. You don't have soy lecithin like a lot of companies will add.
A real natural product.
Yeah, so go ahead and take it out. Don't eat it yet. It might melt in your hands like the famous candy we know. But take a look at it. The first thing you do is you look at the appearance. What does it look like to you, Chris?
I mean, it's like a clean slate. It's a beautiful piece of chocolate. Like if I've touched it, I could see my fingerprint on it. It looks
so
great.
Smooth, right?
Super smooth, like a great chocolate color, of course. Yeah.
So that's kind of it. It's smooth. There's no wrong or right answer, but that is perfect.
All right.
The next is you're going to smell it. Shout out what you smell.
Wow. Anybody.
That's good. Chocolate, yeah.
But it like coffee, like roasted.
I get a little coffee notes. Fun fact is Cup and Bar, where Ranger makes their chocolate, is a cafe in town, and they actually have Trailhead coffee roasters there as well. So it could maybe pick up those aromas of coffee. So
Okay.
very good.
Yeah.
Very astute. Next, we're going to snap it. So hold it near your ear and snap it. Now, it might be a little melted, but you want to look for a really good snap, and this typically has an amazing snap, and that measures the freshness of the bar. Okay, then we're almost ready to eat it. Then you're going to look and see the texture. So kind of, is it grainy? Is it
grainy in the middle? Yes.
Yeah, there's some like little notes there, and that depends on how long it's refined and mixed and conched, which are two parts of the process. And now we can melt it on our tongue. So melt a piece on your tongue. And this is dairy-free and vegan and all that fun stuff.
Oh my God.
So, yes, Chris. Melt into
It's
these.
delicious.
And so, what notes do you get? Now think about your flavors.
It's good.
I actually have a flavor wheel if anyone wants to look at it later. You don't want synthetic flavors that they throw you off with that one.
Right.
But, buttery, spicy, floral. What did you taste?
I'm getting a lot of texture. Like just this ultra smooth. My mouth is in heaven right now.
It's very creamy, right?
Yeah.
Very citrusy.
You got a little citrus. Does anyone get like a cherry? Yes. Oh, good. That's what they're going for. So a lot of makers will put like the notes on the back, but not always, and so it is your interpretation. But dark cherry and cocoa notes are what they kind of were going for with this one.
Oh my God, that
This is from
was
Peru.
a little taste of heaven.
So feel free to eat the rest or
Save it for later. Like it is so savory. Like this is something that you could enjoy with one bite. Unlike the candy bars we want to finish when we were a kid.
Right.
You know, the standard Hershey's Mercury,
Yes.
brand candy bars. This is something I could take a bite and I almost like transported mentally. I know that sounds crazy, like, but
Not to me.
it took me to another place.
Oh, good.
So there's more of this I could experience in Portland.
Yes, through me and through going to the makers themselves. So there's a whole list. You can just look up Chocolate Portland. You can also go through me, Chocolate Pursuit, and I'm going to be leading those tours, and I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. For my audience here and my audience at home, where can they find you online?
Yeah, so www.chocolatepursuit.com. Also, I have an Instagram, chocolate_pursuit, and Facebook, Chocolate Pursuit. I also have a chocolate wrap that's coming out. I have a music video coming out soon, so look out for that on my website.
Awesome.
I don't know if you want a little snippet.
Of course we want a little snippet of it. Yeah! Do you have to stand up?
I could. Yeah, I don't want my props
comfortable.
today. But,
Okay. I'm going to leave the stage because this is awesome.
It's acapella, so. Used to wake up in the morning, it was just another day. Working for the man, wasting my life away. 8 to 5, 0 drive, shit like Office Space. Folded paper planes, a million origami cranes. I just sat there, man, I never used my brain. My roomies would blame it on my lack of sleep. My mother said it was simply lethargy. I tried to eat more meat and gobble up my greens. Chock full of protein and alkalines. Sometimes I lay in bed at night, I close my eyes and dream. What did they say? 1, 2, 3, cho. 1, 2, 3, co. 1, 2, 3, la. 1, 2, 3, te. Yeah. Went to the gym and could not lift a single weight. My pen ran out of ink, so I gave up. I could not create. I couldn't laugh, and I refused to cry. I tried hard to force real tears from my eyes. Come on, Kay. Hey, it's okay, Kay. Get angry. Throw a fit. Go crazy. Nope. Nothing. Nada. I told my therapist I was emotionless. Solely a grouch, I would veg on the couch. Only in rest would I confess to skipping merrily down the yellow brick road. Dicked out in chocolate gold. I dream of chocolate, bate, chocolate. Yeah. I dream of chocolate, bate, chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah! Cara, thank you so much. You introduced us to a whole new world. Chocolate wraps. This is amazing.
Yes.
Marvin, take it away. that at all. That was so many partials of amazing, just like the chocolate she represents. My next guest, I'm really happy to bring them on the stage. They represent Portland in such a beautiful way of just a carefree, I'm going to do what feels good lifestyle. And we get to see them perform as a host, as a DJ, and right now, here on stage, Carlos the Rollerblader. Come on out.
Hi, everybody.
Carlos, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh, you turned your hobby into a lifestyle, and I just absolutely love it.
I guess I did, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. It was a true accident. But yeah, rollerblading kind of just caught on, and that's how people see me now.
Yeah, but you're so much more than just someone who loves to ride on rollerblades.
Absolutely. I mean, but at the end of the day, like, that's exactly what I am, is
Yeah.
like just that. I don't really want to be anything big or anything, too spectacular. I am a Leo after all, so I do want my attention. But no, I just want to be goofy and ride my skates and kind of have a devil may care attitude about everything.
Yeah. So I most know you from hosting My People's Market, an awesome event.
My baby.
It's such a beautiful thing. And throughout the event, you're riding on your rollerblades. You're announcing different retailers that are there at the market, different bands that are going up. And you just keep it going. You keep the energy flowing. Tell me about the source of that energy that you share with the world.
How honest do you want me to be?
Very honest.
Tequila.
Tequila, yes. Particular kind of tequila.
Anything clear. I am racist in my tequila consumption. I don't like any dark tequilas. They mess me up a little too much.
I got something for you. Something.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, honestly, it really comes from my childhood. Ultimately, it comes from the feelings that I used to get when I was hanging around my siblings and just sort of doing whatever we wanted to. Like during the summers, we would hang out, my siblings and I, and it was the only time when we could really just be. We didn't have any summer camps to go to. We didn't have any other family to visit because we were the family that we would be visiting, and we would just hang out in my grandma's living room and dance and listen to music and play video games, and that's what I want for my whole life.
Your existence, right.
Yeah.
And you grew up in Maryland.
That's true.
And coming to Portland, what were some of the drastic changes that you may have noticed?
Oh, Lord, it's so much cleaner here than it is in D.C. So much cleaner. And the train, it's above ground.
Yeah.
That was something else. And there's a lot of pasty people here. And people will talk to you on the street, which is something that doesn't really happen too much on the East Coast.
Yeah.
In Maryland specifically, where the first day I got off the train, off the Max here, and a guy was just like, "Good morning," and I was just like, "Who are you? Why are you speaking to me?"
I have a similar story coming from Southern California. I was on the Max, and I had a conversation with a stranger, and they just got up and left after the conversation. And I'm sitting there checking my wallet, checking my phone, like, they didn't take anything from me. They didn't sell me on anything. What was that?
Your dignity is gone.
And it was something that I hadn't interacted with. And that was a genuine conversation with a stranger. And something that I think you're bringing to the world now. You now have a hotline?
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
It's true. So I have a free advice hotline, and I poster up all around the city, and I just put up posters, and it's like a real number. People can call me and talk about more or less whatever they want to get off their chest.
Yeah.
So it could be something as simple as what somebody's going to make for dinner. But it could also be something as really hard or complicated as my mom voted for Trump. We live in the same house. I can't move. What do I do?
Yeah.
That kind of situation. So there's a wide spectrum of what people call me for.
Yeah.
And it really was it was supposed to be drunk advice at first.
Yeah. But that changed.
Yeah, it changed after Trump's inauguration. That's what really did it. I saw and felt the downtrodden attitude of people in Portland, like on the street, you know, I'd be downtown or wherever, and people would just have that look, like everything is different, everything is sad, and it got to me, and so I was just like, okay, let me do something earnest with this hotline idea, and then I made it free advice.
Totally. And I love that you saw the problem, and you committed, you acted, and found a solution for it.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything else is the thing. I didn't really, like, I was between jobs at the time, so I didn't have money for lifts to get people in and out of the city. I'm not really one for protests. I don't really go out because I feel like it's dangerous. You know, that's just me being a scaredy baby. And I felt like my options were limited, so the least I could do was listen to folks.
Mm-hmm. And you have this importance about connection. Where does that, I mean, like, it means so much to you and your community. So I think in order to receive, you must give, and vice versa.
That's what they tell me.
Where do you receive? What is it for you that you gain so much?
It really comes from all angles. I'm really blessed to say that. It's one of those things where I've always been surrounded by a really tight-knit community.
Yeah.
I've always been surrounded by love. I've always been surrounded by good friends and people who want to take care of me. And in turn, you know, I do the same. I want to do the same for people that I don't know. I don't care. Like, I know it's stressful to be a person. We have flesh prisons. Like, it's tough to be out in the world, especially if you're brown, especially if you're queer, especially if you're trans. So why not extend a little bit of compassion, because everybody could be going through something, you know, just as deep as whatever you might be going through, and just like pay it forward a little bit, even a little bit.
Yeah.
Somebody drops a quarter, pick it up for them.
Yeah.
You know, like, what if they have excruciating back pain? You can't tell, but you never know. So, you know, what are you going to lose?
Right. And so what you do now is you create environments, whether it's you as a DJ or as a host.
Yeah.
You make spaces where everybody can feel open and loved. Tell me a bit about your intention for the spaces you make.
I'm lucky in that I have certain personality traits and skills that allow me to be in multiple rooms, right?
Yeah.
I can be in a lot of places, and I can perform, and I'm able-bodied, you know, so I have that. And I want people to feel like I feel, regardless of, you know, whatever their list of things is, wherever they are. If I'm curating the space, I want them to feel like I feel almost everywhere else.
Mm-hmm. And for my audience here and my audience at home, how can they find your events and connect with you and maybe even call you?
Maybe. Okay, so the first thing is the hotline number. That's 971-266-0299.
Can we make a song with that?
No.
971-266. Okay.
The rollerblades and the fan, like, I'm already, like, bordering on corny, you know? So I don't know. I'm good for jingles. You can find me on Instagram at Carlos Collective, spelled just how it sounds, Carlos Collective, no gaps, no cases, no underscores.
Yeah.
And then, or you could just Google Carlos the Rollerblader. My social comes up in the Google search. I checked.
Yeah. And you're just gliding along the whole time.
Literally.
I love it. Everybody put your hands together for Carlos the Rollerblader.
Yeah!
Thank you so much for coming in. Marvin, take it away. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you, Ski Bop. Thank you for that Chicky Boom guitar, Sonny. Thank you so much. My next guest, as I've developed the show, I've been such a fan of Portland comedy, and my next guest is someone I consider a big get. I'm really happy we have him on the show. Thomas, come on out.
you doing, Portland? Yeah? You guys like living here? It's a cool place to be. Absolutely. Thank you. I'm not originally from here, though. You know, I'm still adjusting. Portland's a very different place. I'm from Philadelphia. You know, Philadelphia, cold, can be kind of grimy, dangerous. Basically, what I'm saying is, white people, it wasn't always this digestible. Something happens, though. You move out to the West Coast, you step off the plane, fall into a pile of nose rings, spill some bleach in one side of your head, never look back. But no, I have weird West Coast habits now, though, you know? I've adopted these. For example, I drink kombucha now. Wait for it. I don't just drink kombucha, I believe in kombucha. Okay, right? Like, I don't know what probiotics means. I don't know if I can spell probiotics, but it's on the label. I drink this shit in public. People respect me now, right? I go for a walk down Hawthorne Avenue. It's just applause, okay? Thunderous applause. There's children looking up at their mothers. They go, Mommy, Mom, what is that? I go, son, it's a man with healthy poops right there. Right? What else? No, I shop at these bougie West Coast supermarkets. You know what I'm talking about? Whole Foods, New Seasons, as I like to call them, the left arm of gentrification. But no, I need to stop. I know I need to stop. And look, here's how you know if you're shopping in one of these supermarkets. Go to the cereal aisle. If you recognize anything, not that bougie, it turns out, right? Supermarket I go to, you remember how when you were a kid, the cereal aisle, magical place, full of cartoon characters and games and marshmallows. The CEO of New Season said, no, we're off that. Okay, get it all out of here. We're going to have brown, sad labels that you got to squint to understand. Okay, actual vitamins and whole grains. That's it. Okay. The most expensive thing they have where I shop is just a bag of wheat. Comes with a shovel. Says, here, you figure it out, dickhead. Have fun at breakfast. Right? No, but when I did move out here, my mom came to visit me real quickly. And, you know, I love hanging out with my mom. I'm getting older now. I don't know about y'all, but I drink too much. I finally gotten to the point where I can share my passion with my family. So me and my mom got drunk together. By that I mean I got drank under the fucking table by my mom. Started telling me about her past loves. Yeah. Right? I found out that her words, not mine, before she met my dad, my mom used to date a tall, beautiful, handsome Australian millionaire with a fucking boat. What the fuck, Mom? Right? Look, I don't dislike my dad. My dad's a great guy, okay? He's just not an Australian millionaire who used to bang my mom on a yacht. You know what he is? He's a 5'6" former postal employee who's into two things: the Lord Jesus Christ and reruns of the Andy Griffith Show. You know what he's not into? Having a fucking boat. Absolutely, yeah, that's right. No, it's like growing up, you want to look up to your dad, dear old dad, papa, if you will. How can you look up to a man whose work uniform doesn't include long pants? You know how heartbreaking it is to wake up on a snow day full of excitement and have to watch your dad stare out into a icy hellscape as he puts on a pair of short shorts? Right? It's like, no, I want to look up to him, but like, gotta come home every day, watch him sitting there, watching this little ass TV on land, just breathing like a broke nigga. I'm just saying, Mom, I could have inherited an accent, okay? Or at least like a big ass knife. Crikey. Instead, I inherited being under 6 feet tall. Which brings me to my next point. I'm sick of tall people, okay? I'm done with them. I'm tired of their self-confidence. Tired of the heels on their shoes. Tired of how they're driving up the price of long pants for me, right? Look, it's not a jealousy thing. Got my own stuff going on down here. Can still get light up Skechers in my size. Can fit into a Mazda Miata. It's a great ride. Yeah. I can get a car bed. Ladies, I'm not saying I have a car bed, but you know, if I wanted one, your boy's got options. Plus, like, when society collapses and all you brittle-boned savages are running around slaughtering one another for warm blankets and stuff, me and my whole squad will be snug as a bug under one large beach towel. Absolutely, yeah, you heard this? It's like a life hack. Short people, cheap blankets, absolutely. No, I have no sympathy for tall people. I'm tired of them coming to me with their problems. Oh, the sun is in my eyes. I'm not buying it, okay? If you can dunk a basketball, you don't know real sadness, okay? No one finishes a tomahawk jam with a stank look on their face, okay? If you can jump that high, you can jump right over whatever's bothering you. Okay? The joke is called punching up. Oh man. Can I come clean with all y'all? Can we be real for a second? Absolutely. I'm sorry, but I heckled another performer recently while they were doing their thing. Yeah, I know. It was a magician though, so it only kind of counts. Okay? Now that you know the whole story, I'll Tarantino it, bring you back to the beginning, right? Scene, me, asleep in my room, time, 11:30. I was awoken by a bump in the night, so I rushed downstairs to find out what's going on. I opened the front door. What do I find? But my friends and a magician on my porch. He's doing magic with gusto. Right? Now, you may not know this about me yet, but I don't fuck with magic, right? I don't read thick leather-bound books. Definitely don't read them backwards, okay? I don't play as mages in video games. Look, I'm at a point in my life where I don't even trust improv jazz. So, back to me and Nosferatu over here. He's doing his thing. He's doing his little tricks. It's cute, whatever. My friends are entertained. Gotta understand, I have very dumb friends, right? They think it's cool, but I know what a magician really is. It's a stranger at my house, late at night, making stuff disappear. It's not a good look on paper, right? So I told him, I'm like, listen, you gotta go, Gandalf, right? Gotta get out of here. And at this point, people usually pull back. They're like, oh, Thomas, why are you being so mean to the magician? Okay, I get it. That's a hard job. Gotta memorize all those tricks, keep that suit dry cleaned, all while simultaneously disappointing everyone who's ever loved you. Okay? Plus, look, I get it, right? I'm a regular guy, just like everybody else. I put my pants on one leg at a time, and I love a good game of peekaboo, okay? Object permanence is a motherfucker. Truth be told, though, I want to like magic, but I can't trust it. I got trust issues, right? Where does the trick end? You know, where's the line? How do I know it's over? Okay, anybody here ever take acid? You get to that point where you're like, I guess that's it. I guess this is never gonna end. This is how my life is now. People look like walruses, and I'm never leaving this beach. That's cool, right? And if I'm being completely honest, I'm not entirely sure that all old white dudes aren't just one really powerful wizard. I'll leave you guys with this. Do we have any college graduates in the audience? Yeah, college graduates out there at home? Look, college is a waste of time. Okay, you've wasted so much time and money. It's okay, I've been there too. It's not your fault. It's their fault, okay? College is a waste of time because they're giving out too many degrees, saturating the market, right? You can get a master's degree in something that nobody should be wasting their time mastering. I have a friend getting a master's degree in theoretical mathematics. Theoretical mathematics. I'm pretty sure that's just guessing, Doug. Getting a master's degree and taking a stab at it. Oh man, what's your favorite TV shows? A lot of favorite TV fans out here? Yeah? There's not a lot of TV I can get behind. You know, there's not a lot of things I watch on TV. To be completely honest, you know, it's not because I think I'm better than anybody, honestly. It's because I'm dumb, okay? I can't differentiate between the magical world of TV and real life. Like, you know how fucked up I was when I found out Will Smith was not royalty? Right? And TV breakups, they're not realistic, okay? You see somebody get broken up with on TV, how does it work? Immediately, they've got 5 days off work for some reason. Got on the freshest cotton pajamas I've ever seen. They're drinking expensive whiskey out of a glass. That's not heartbreak, okay? I've been broken up with, y'all have been broken up with. We know how it really is. Real heartbreak is wine-soaked boxes, documentaries about stuff you didn't know you were interested in, okay? Way too many cans of Mike's Hard Lemonade, straight out of the can, okay? Notice I did not say anything about time off work. That's because I was there the entire time, okay? Was I late? Maybe. Was I hungover? Let's not talk about it. Did I smell like a college kid's only towel? Sure. Okay, but I was there underperforming with clockwork precision. Right? No, but I do love that show Atlanta. Guys like it? Yeah, Donald Glover is a talented person. I watch Atlanta every week when it comes out. I watch it with one of my best friends, another big black dude, you know, same age as me. Now, naturally, as black men around the same age, certain things are off limit to us, you know, like hugging your dad and admitting you're more of a cat person. Okay. But Atlanta is a great show. Sometimes it can get a little emotional, okay? So we were watching a particular episode, things got intense, and something special happened. I reached for the remote, and he reached for the remote. Then I reached a little bit more. Then we both grabbed the remote and went to put on a game of NBA basketball. Because, like I said, two black men, same generation, can't show emotion unless someone's getting dunked on, okay? Those are the rules, I don't make them. It needs to be a stiff European man having his career ruined in order for us to show joy. It's like an IV drip of racial justice. These kids are gonna be so hungry next year. All right, thank you guys, I'm Thomas Lundy.
Thomas, before you leave, you've got a few shows that you do throughout the month.
Yeah, so I run the sound for a show called You're Welcome at Mississippi Pizza. It's every Wednesday at 9:30. It's one of the best shows in Portland. We get huge crowds. It's a fun time. Everybody comes through. We have touring comics that come through the area. And also, I just recently started my own show. It's called No Pressure with Thomas and Jake. I run it with a friend of mine, Jake Breslauer. It's at Sam's Hollywood Billiards. The last Monday of every month at 8:30. It's free. All we want is your smiling faces and come soak up some of our air conditioning. You come and you say that you saw me on this and I'll buy you a drink.
Dope. Also, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on social media. Follow me on Twitter at Lundygra, LundiGras. That's like a New Orleans type thing. And then I am on Facebook, Thomas Lundy, of course, and at TLuns on Instagram. I love Instagram. I love taking pictures of myself.
Thomas Lundy, everybody! Thank you. Marvin, take it away. my next guest is a testament to the just prolific, just work-heartedness of our Portland musicians. She's making music every single day. She presents that on her Instagram page. She also has a beautiful body of work, and I'm so excited to bring her. I did that. Karen, come on out. Hey!
Well, that was fun. Now I'm all nervous. Cool. Thanks for having me. I got a knot in my cord. Y'all can't see that, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna play some songs. This first song is a song about being poor and being a musician, but being like, that's cool. I'm doing this really cool thing, and I'm just gonna keep doing it, and it's this pursuit of the heart, or whatever you want to call it. This is called Call It Mine. I've been growing up inside through these winter rains. I've been contemplating whys next to these single panes. This apartment is my home. Oh, it keeps me safe. But one bedroom ain't enough. Wish I could afford a bigger place. But my love gives me trouble through what it holds inside and out of reach. And it is difficult at times, but I can call it mine. I can call it mine. The bills keep stacking up. There ain't no time to waste. I gotta keep the workload heavy to that tiresome pace, and let the kitchen be a mess. Oh, let us steal away my peace. And as the bank accounts fall, this song is what puts me at ease. But my love gives me trouble through what it holds inside and out of reach. And it is difficult at times, but I can call it mine. Oh, I can call it mine. this next song, I'm releasing an album in like 12 days. We'll talk about that later. But this is a song that's on it. It's called Know Better. I wrote this song maybe 5 years ago when I moved to Portland in 2010, but I used to go out to the bars a lot and just do stupid things, and so this is kind of like an amalgamation of like meeting people and like doing dumb things and trying to learn from those mistakes, but like deep down knowing that like you kind of fall for it every time, even though you're like, no. So this is about knowing better, or at least trying to. Too quickly when I hear soul in a song, 'cause I feel what you feel, and my empathy for you is oh so strong. Oh, but even as an impulse, it comes from a core so uncultured, like nothing before, like nothing before. You may be what I want, but you ain't what I need. You may be what I want, but you ain't what I need. And there's something and bearing regrets in what you've done wrong. It makes us more human in my eyes. So I beg, tell me more. Oh, but even as an impulse, it comes from a core so uncultured, like nothing before, like nothing before. You may be what I want, but you ain't what I need. You may be what I want, but you ain't what I need. Oh no. And so your songs, boy, oh, they live in me. Oh, and they give my soul room to breathe. But I just fall in love. Yes, I fall in love over and over, forever, even though. Oh, yes, I know better. Oh, I know better. You may be what I want, but you ain't what I need. You may be what I want, but you ain't what I need. You may be what I want,
That was so beautiful. Karen Ann, everybody. Oh, I'm in such a lovely place right now. It reminds me of the chocolates. It's, it's so smooth and silky. You have an album coming out. Let's talk about it.
The album is called Be Loud.
Be Loud.
And sort of all the songs are sort of like coming from like this idea of like being timid and kind of letting your more bolder self take the wheel, I guess.
Yeah.
So the cover of it is me holding an axe.
Yeah.
Which I'm super excited about.
Nice, nice.
And yeah, we recorded it. It's been over a year and a half since we recorded it. So I've been working on it for a while, and yeah, I'm just excited to get it out there. Some of the songs on there, like the one I just played, is like old, and there's just a mix of new songs and some older ones.
Yeah. What I really admire about you is how you've turned music into a daily habit with your morning and afternoon riffs.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about those habits and what they do for you.
Well, I just been like, I was getting like the spring, summer blues, man. Just kind of like the whole like idea of being this business. I have to do all the business stuff as well as all the creative stuff. So like, I was getting sucked into this vortex of like sending emails and like the bottomless pit of rejections and just all that stuff. And so like, I really kind of lost my creative like touch. I don't know. I just was like, so I just started it because I was like, if I can do that, something I can look forward to every day, and like really just forget about everything and just focus on that and
be there.
Come up with something different every day.
That's so awesome, and I'm truly appreciative of the hard work you've put in because your music is beautiful. For my audience here and my audience at home, how can they get in touch with you?
On Instagram at Karen Ann Soul, so KarynAnnSoul. That's my Twitter as well.
Also, your album release party.
Yes, album release. So the album is coming out, well, we're having the release show on July 26th, so next Thursday. It's at the McMenamins Mission Theater. And it's going to be with Miss Haley Johnson. Woo. You guys haven't heard her. She's amazing. And also we have Leo London joining us, and he's in the band The Domestics.
Yeah.
And we're all going to be releasing new material. So I have the album, Haley's releasing 2 singles, and Leo's releasing an EP.
What a fun night. Thursday.
Yep, Thursday, July 26th.
What a beautiful thing. Karen Ann, thank you so much for coming out. This is such a remarkable performance. We feel super fortunate to have you. Can I get a round of applause for Karen Ann? Thank you very much. Marvin, take it away. My sentiments exactly, Marvin. Marvin wants to thank our sponsors, Abbey Creek Winery and Mad Hippie Skincare, for supporting this independently owned show where we support local talent. We love Portland. We love Portland's creative entrepreneurs, artists, musicians, and comedians. Thank you. And keeping that going, I'm about to bring a great friend onto this stage, a woman that I love and admire very much, Miss Afro-Vivalist. Come on out. this interview off with some chocolate.
And some adjustments.
Which is a basic essential when you're out in the woods and all hell is broken loose in the city.
Run!
Sharon, this is what you do. Less of a prepper, you work in preparedness in the outdoors. Tell me about that journey, how that's all developed.
Afro-Bible is developed with a thought over wine.
Yeah.
Came up with the name, Afro-Biblist. And the reason why we came up with Afro-Biblist is because my friends, my white friends, and some black friends, would say, you go out and you hunt and you fish and you camp by yourself with your dog, you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I am.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'll take that in.
And so, after a while, my friends would say, girl, you need to do a website. You need to start this website. What you're doing is a good thing. And after Katrina, it just came to fruition to me. A light bulb turned on. And it was about me getting together all of my supplies and seeing what I have in my home. So just in case if there was a disaster of some kind, I was prepared.
Yeah.
And I found out that I was a food hoarder.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
Well, what happened is, single mom.
Yeah.
Lost my job, couldn't find a job for 2 years, so I was going to pantries, volunteering, finding ways to make money without having to, do too much for it. So it's like volunteer without having to, go out there and work hard.
You're getting more effectiveness from what you're doing. Yeah.
Right. So after a while, I started just storing up this rice and beans and noodles and you name it. After I started collecting everything, I realized after packing everything in 5-gallon buckets, I had 10 gallons of rice, 5 gallons of beans, 5 gallons of pasta in my house. That's why I say I realized I was a food hoarder.
So if you have to get out of Dodge, you're going to be great.
I would be fine. And I didn't know that, what it was that I was called,
Yeah.
And then Doomsday Prepper came on, and I'm like, I'm that! That's what I am! I'm a prepper!
Yeah, yeah. But not only, so you find with a lot of these preppers that they're very insular, and they're not sharing the things that they know, their knowledge.
Right.
They're trying to take care of themselves. And something I admire very much about you is not only are you doing all the necessary things for and when disaster strikes, but you're teaching people the basic elements on how to be prepared when those disasters strike.
After a while, I realized, doing some research, that 90% of people of color are not prepared. I have friends who are Mormons, and I've learned from them, and it's like, wow. When you say prepper, Mormons are just awesome when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to people of color, we're not ready.
Yeah.
And I decided to get out there and start educating, and encouraging people, hey, buy an extra can of soup, buy an extra bag of rice, put it underneath your bed, put it in your closet, put it wherever you can, find a spot for it. But just start getting those items and start preparing and putting them aside just for that day.
Yeah.
And it's just been an awesome experience because, when I first started, it was, whatever, you're paranoid, freak, all of that. And now it's turned around because people are starting to realize, you know what? That psycho might be onto something.
You are. Yeah. I want to be with this psycho at the end of days. Just because you have so much going on, and tell my audience how they can interact with you and how they could get involved in learning some of the tips and trades that you've learned and that you have on your website.
What I find on my website is, if there's something that you're interested in, email me. I will respond back. And I'm not really good at sharing my events. You know,
Yeah.
I have to get somebody on that part of it, because I'm just one of those spontaneous people.
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to go fishing, and I just go fishing.
Yeah.
And my friends are like, well, you should have told us you were going fishing. I'm like, oh, yeah. Yes, I should. Yeah. So, you know, things like that,
Yeah.
you know, I will put out there. I do have 2 events coming up this month. This weekend, I'm going to the women's hunting camp in Malala. And then the following weekend, next weekend, I'm going to the ladies only hunting camp in La Pine.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then after that, going to Chicago to be a vendor at the Wakanda Con. So excited. That was just one of those fluke weird things, because when
Yeah.
I first applied and wanted to be a vendor or presenter about the survival kit, they're like, yeah, no.
Yeah. And now it's a thing. And the city of Wakanda is it like
Well,
in,
it is
in Illinois?
It is, but that's not where it's going.
Okay.
It's gonna be
There is a
Chicago.
city there, guys.
There is a
Yeah.
city. Yeah, 40 miles away.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be there. But yeah, three weeks ago, got an email. Congratulations, you're a vendor. And I'm like, oh shoot! I better get things going. So I've been pulling my hair out, trying to get things going with that.
Well, before we're pulling our hair out, because there's no water going through our faucets, when there's no energy, you know, things of that nature happen. What is a good basic tip? If you could give us just one tip
Water.
for survival.
Water. Water is life. You cannot go 3 days without water. So if you want to live on the 4th day, I would recommend everyone go out and start stocking up on water.
Yeah.
Water's life. Without it, we will not live past that. So find ways of gathering your water, finding spots for it. Even if it's, you know, I was talking to a young lady and she said, oh, I dumped out all my water because the water goes bad.
Yeah.
Water does not go bad. It doesn't. You know, there's a really simple thing that you can do other than adding a couple of drops of bleach to your water, which is drinkable, is to just take that water, open it up, put the cap back on it, let that air in it, and swish it around.
Yeah.
It brings the
Huh.
water back to life.
Interesting.
It's not as, you know.
And they say you need a gallon of water per person
Need
per
1
day.
gallon per person per day. So if you are planning for 30 days, you have to make sure you've got your water for that, because you have your drinking water, your hygiene, and your cleaning.
Yeah.
So you need 3 gallons
Yeah.
every day. I'd say 4 gallons if you really want to just be safe. You know, think about your dogs, your pets, your cats, you know, whatever you may have, they need water too.
Or
So
whatever strays might come to your door.
That's right.
Sharon, for advice like that, and
Yes.
for my audience to get in touch with you, where can they find you on social media?
Afrovivalist.com. I'm on Instagram. I'm not very good at it, but you know, I'm trying. I really am trying. But if you go to afrovivalist.com, I do respond back to those emails and comments that you may leave, and I encourage everyone to go there. I love, love, love answering those emails. It's really, really nice to see and to read about people who are glad that they found the website and are encouraged to start prepping. So
Awesome.
I just love that.
Thank you
Love it.
very much, Sharon.
Yes.
Thank you. Marvin,
Can I go kiss Marvin?
you can kiss Marvin. You got him all distracted now.
That Marvin.
Sharon Rouse, everybody, Afro-Violinist. Marvin, take it away. Sexy Marvin, Ski Bop, and the Extraterrestrials. My next band, I'm really excited to bring some aliens to the table. But first, we have to get our celestial mapping with Masterpiece from Annalise. Here we go.
Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm Annalise Cleopatra with your celestial forecast for July 16th, 2018. I hope you all enjoyed last week's super new moon. It landed conveniently on Friday the 13th. Nice clear skies. Today is the 49th anniversary of the Apollo 11 takeoff. So on July 16th, 1969, we took off and met our celestial neighbor, the moon, and said hello. What a day. Mars has been particularly bright in the night sky. Have you noticed? It's almost in opposition, and it's not going to give another show like this until 2035. So make sure you're looking up and look alive. This week at your local farmers market, you can find endives, fava beans, garlic, collards, and cilantro. So, happy eating, Portland. Back to Chris at Live in Portland.
Special thanks to Annalise and Haley Lynn for mixing this live show. Thank you both. Right now, I present to you Some Aliens. Yeah!
Listen to the story. As I arrived to the private art gallery exhibition, the edible I ate began to kick in. Staring at the paintings with the trippy vision, wine tasting like the red and the white delicious. Tough decisions, politicking with other artists, musicians, and politicians. Then I seen her and my state of mind shifted. Like, damn, she fine, wonder who she came with. She was solo, looking at a 16th century French photo of a girl playing the oboe. I calmly approached like, yo, those Margielas you wearing? Dope. She said, thanks. Have we met before? I said, no, but you sound like you from... She said, Staten Island, born and raised. Wu-Tang got me through most of my days. It's a beautiful place. You should visit. I said I would. Love a tour guide. You with it? She smiled, so I proceeded to get the digits. I said I'm flying out to Maui to handle some business. Record this new project. My flight leaves tomorrow morning, so it's best I probably get going. She wished me well on my travels and beyond. She said she's going to Fashion Week in Milan with her mom next week. But when I get back, last link, and you say you make music, send me the link. I said for sure. Disappeared through the corridor like my feet didn't touch the floor. David Blaine, Doc Martens in the gold chain. I'm coming for the whole thing. Word to just a Midwest kid on a mission, feeling like I'm with the game missing. We met at a cafe a week later. Her cousin was the owner, his father was a banker, but played the mean guitar on property in Jamaica. Then passed me the joint and said, where should I take ya? I said downtown so I can see the skyscrapers. Side note, this motherfucking pie is amazing. We met her homie at the subway station. They look like sisters, but share no relation. They showed me drafts for the new publication as I prepared the marijuana for cremation. Took some photos in the building that was vacant. The lighting was perfect for the the occasion. Now we're on this rooftop, sun gazing, dream chasing. I love on a world tour, searching for a little more. Just want to explore. Hearing Midnight Marauder on cassette, drinking Merlot, thinking about what's next. Then I get a text that said, I got shrooms of the day off. Want to kick it? I said, yes, we can. Watching this weird indie film from Japan. Smoking a split with her butt in my hand. Yeah, got the crazy game, smooth like butter. Way too fried to FaceTime with my mother. Sent a dozen roses back home because I love her. I came quite a long way since last summer. Attention span couldn't be any shorter. I still rap dope, she's my #1 supporter. Get it in, get it out, Richie Porter. Smoking a Newport bottle water. Long nights working smarter, not harder. Early morning walks by the harbor. To all the art martyrs and the kids without fathers. Yeah. Aliens, cheat code. Bryson Alien, Alpha, live in effect. Wow. Aliens lost in Portland, living in Portland. We having a good time. Oh. Goddamn, can't wait. Been dreaming about that ass all day. I'm about to go berserk. Nothing like sex after work. Off work, about to put in work. The text message read, come over tonight. Come with spelled C-U-M, not C-O-M-E. With the kissy face emoji, so I know it's lit. See the nudie pics, not safe for work type of shit. Anticipation on flick. I reply, see you later, super freak. And all lowercase letters, no emojis. Keep a triple OG, you know me. On my way to get some wine for us to sip. Marvin Gaye, sexual healing, knocking in the whip. Cruising, fantasizing about the acrobatic attributes that you possess. Gold medal finalist, Olympic Games and sex. Unanimous decision, my erotic intentions, the positions I envision. The bending and twisting, I need an exorcism, por favor. Greet me naked at the door when I pull up. Goddamn, can't wait. Been dreaming about the earth all day. I'm about to go berserk. Nothing like sex after work. Off work, about to put in work. Overtime. Goddamn, can't wait. Been dreaming about the earth all day. I'm about to go berserk. Nothing like sex after work. Off work, about to put in work. Hey. Very relatable moments. Very relatable moments in Portland, Oregon. We love you guys. Hey.
Yo, we gotta talk. Tell me about the sound, man, because I get like old school mixtape hip hop. Like, this sounds like some 1990s early shit.
Yes, it's a lot going on. I feel like we're the babies of that generation. I'm sure you guys probably hear a lot of like familiar things that you guys probably grew up on. We definitely grew up on. We're inspired by. I don't know. It just feels good. It feels right. It feels like it's important in hip hop to preserve certain elements of it.
Yeah.
Sampling is one of those things. Just performing, just certain elements, try and keep it alive, and so I guess that's us right now.
Because what I love about it is, like, through the samples, it's still like this jazz feel. Yeah. Like, you've got that symmetry in the music, and it's done so well. Yeah. I absolutely love it. Tell me about the group and how you got started.
Yeah, I'm from Ohio. He's from Georgia, but also stand up. We just having a good time. I moved out here 2015. He's been here since like 2012. We just met at like a house show, just connected on music. Kind of has similar goals of just wanting to get our name out there and eventually lead into other avenues and things like that. And just we're cheat code, but we're also part of a bigger group called Some Aliens. I'm Bryson the Alien. This is Alpha. Hey, we love y'all.
Wow. Yeah. I love it. We need to hold on to that. Also, you have a bunch of music videos. Like for every song of the album, music videos.
Yeah, we do a lot of videos. We sample a lot, so when we try to push it through the Spotify and all that, they didn't like the samples, so we had to figure out a new way to give it out there to people. So we shot a video, put it on YouTube, so you can watch the whole EP.
Album.
Lineage of it on the way.
Yeah, we made a playlist.
And so you're kind of building like your Lord of the Rings segments. Like you've got like
That's the way to look at it.
you're building upon each album and each song. And tell me about the music we could expect in the future.
Expect a lot of girl records. Like this next stuff coming up is for like the ladies. You know what I mean? We're gonna put out some clothes too. I don't know. We just feel like it's appropriate. Summertime. We're going to be looking out. So just think about a lot of dancey records. The stuff we released earlier this year is very like gritty hip hop, sort of like almost aggressive in a way. But this new stuff is very fun. It's like a good contrast.
Yeah.
It's fitting for the time. So hopefully you guys enjoy it.
So Code Change, Some Aliens, how can we find you on the web?
These things right here, Facebook.
Some Aliens, the page on Facebook. Bryson the Alien on Instagram.
Yeah.
Alpha 007 on Instagram for me.
Awesome. Everybody, Some Aliens. Well, that's it. Thank you all so much for coming out. This is episode 22 of Live in Portland. I would invite everybody to come onto the stage because we're all celebrities. We're all stars. Get on this camera. I'm so happy with everybody who came out. Carlos the rollerblader. Cara and her chocolate. Karen, thank you so much. I love this show. Thank you so much. This is episode 22 where we present to you Portland's creative artists, entrepreneurs, musicians, and comedians. Marvin, you love it? Take it away.